One Zambia, one nation. Thank you so much for watching Zanis News. In our headlines, Lumezi farmers praise government for timely FRA payments. Implementation of water and sanitation projects elates Chief Kashiba. And ECZ commences training of poll staff in Chipangali districts. You can also watch us on our Facebook page, Zanis. With the news in detail, my name is Diana Sumbwe, and on sign language is John Chulu. Farmers in Lumezi district have welcomed government's commitment to ensuring timely payments for maize supplied to the Food Reserve Agency, FRA. Levin Lovu says prompt payments will enable farmers to prepare adequately for the next farming season. We have more in this report.
The crop marketing season is on, and farmers in Lumezi district of Eastern Province are working round the clock to sell their produce to the Food Reserve Agency, FRA, to get an early payment for their produce following an assurance by President Hakainde Hichilema that they will be paid on time. The Lumezi FRA depot has been overwhelmed by farmers, as can be seen. The agency is buying a 50-kilogram bag of grade A white maize at 347 kwacha. And the news on early payment comes as great relief to farmers.
The pronouncement that was made by the president that the payments will be made timely within a few days after the farmer sells their maize to FRA. We are very happy because in the past we used to struggle as farmers. You find that by the time you are receiving monies from FRA, you would have incurred a lot of credits, maybe sending children to school, buying farming inputs and the like. So getting timely payment will be a plus on our part.
And Lumezi District Commissioner Brigadier General Patrick Mtonga, retired, urged officers to be swift in order to decongest the shade and pay farmers on time.
Farmer, responsible farmer, family member, please consider your household food security. How much maize do you require for you to feed your family from now up to the next harvest season? You can only sell surplus.
Patrick Soko, Zanis News, Lumezi District, Eastern Province.
In a similar story, acting Mwanza District Commissioner Katele Lengwe says the government remains committed to improving the welfare of vulnerable households through social protection and agriculture empowerment programs. Mr. Lengwe was speaking when he flagged off the distribution of the wetland farming inputs under the Food Security Pack FSP at Kasao Village in Mwanza District. Louis Changwe has more in this report.
A total of 1,100 vulnerable but viable small-scale farmers in Mwanza district will benefit from the 2026 wetland farming inputs under the Food Security Pack FSP program. Acting District Commissioner Katele Lengwe flagged off the distribution exercise.
Allow me to remind all the beneficiaries that this support is not a free handout. It is a revolving empowerment program designed to benefit many vulnerable households over time. Beneficiaries are therefore expected to honor their agreed payback arrangements during the first and second years, while the third year serves as a graduation year without payback. This system ensures that more deserving households can also benefit in the future.
The Department of Community Development was represented by Assistant Community Development Officer Mukumbuta Hijomborwa.
The caseload for Mwanza is 1,100 for 2026 wet runs and 1,100 for 2026/2027 rain-fed. So the total number of caseloads under FSP is 2,200. So these beneficiaries, after they were selected, they were trained.
Sanford Lamba, who is also village headman Kasasa, gave a vote of thanks on behalf of all the beneficiaries.
Tulefo kutotana kabinge pamulandu wakutila na bachitako extendi
imyaka shakupokelapo ububu wafuilisha kufika kuli 3 years.
We are happy that the number of years to benefit from this program has been extended to 3 years. This will help to improve our livelihood. Lewis Changwe, Zanis Tv1, Luapula Province.
More in agriculture news, the Department of Community Development in Chilabombo District in the Copperbelt Province has commenced the distribution of farming inputs under the wetland component of the Food Security Pack FSP. Speaking during the distribution of inputs in Chifunchi area, Chilabombo District Community Development Officer Alice Waupe said the program is benefiting over 1,000 people in the area. From the district, Helen Chisha now reports.
It was a joyous moment for the beneficiaries of the Food Security Pack program. Under the wetlands component, the program is expected to benefit 1,050 farmers in Chilabombo District. Chilabombo District Commissioner explains how the program is expected to improve the livelihoods of the beneficiaries.
The Ministry of Community Development and Social Services implements the Food Security Pack program in the district aimed at empowering the poor and vulnerable but viable farmer households with agricultural inputs and livelihood skills to improve their productivity, nutrition, food security, and poverty reduction. This program is going to benefit 1,050 farmers.
Meanwhile, Chilabombo District Community Development Officer outlines the objectives and implementation of the program.
The cropping component has two components. We have beneficiaries who are receiving cereal, that is maize, white maize and orange maize. We have beneficiaries under the same component who are receiving vegetables, which is okra, red onion, and fertilizers, which includes lime.
The beneficiaries have thanked the government for including them in the program, saying it will improve their food security and livelihoods. Here in Chimfunchi, it is not common to find people without food. Even when one experiences that, others will give them enough food. Hence, we are grateful to the government.
Ba MP na mabene ba DC nenkonganisha nushonse ishimine ko muri akabungu akutwafwa kudo ubulimba kuno kuchimfushi magaden.
We are grateful to the president and the entire leadership for the help that you have been rendering to us, which has contributed not to having anger issues or any malnourished children in our area.
Alino bulele bwansala awe pamula ngakutira mulatupela maka yakubomba mulatupela maka yakulima ili matupela mfundo.
Helen Chisha, Zanis Tv1.
Meanwhile, in Southern Province, government has handed over various mechanization equipment under the PDAC project to 3 cooperatives in Siavonga District. Speaking during the signing of lease contracts to beneficiary cooperatives, Ministry of Agriculture Chief Accountant Jane Muya said government has prioritized mechanization in agriculture to empower cooperatives and improve livelihoods. Here's a report.
A new milestone has dawned for cooperatives in Siavonga District as 3 groups have signed lease contracts and received mechanization equipment under the PDAC project aimed at boosting agricultural productivity. The cooperatives, namely Nanyanga Mount Pepos, Nambwele Mount Pepos, and Sianyol Agricultural Cooperatives. Speaking during the signing of contracts at the Siavonga Town Council, Minister of Agriculture Chief Accountant Jane Muya said government has prioritized mechanization to empower cooperatives and ensure food security.
So the handover of those equipment by the government was already done, but what we were waiting for is what we have come to do today. So we are looking forward to partnering with you through the leasing of this equipment. Just like the word says, leasing, so we are not giving you this equipment. We are lending them to you for you to use to make money, generate income for your cooperatives that in turn you will use to invest in other programs that will generate more money for the cooperative.
So the duration is 1 year as at now. So it is 1 year, but it's renewable. The lease fee, what will be paid to government for using this machinery is 20,000 per year.
Kelvin Mutole is Southern Province PDAC focal point person.
So under the Gwembe cluster, we have 6 districts: Kazungula, Livingstone. Then we skip Dizimba here. We have Sunazonga and Gwembe. Then we have Chirundu and Siavonga. There are more activities being implemented by the project. So we have a component of livestock, we have a component of forest, we have a component of mechanization.
Meanwhile, the Siavonga District Administration have welcomed the gesture and urged the cooperatives to utilize the equipment and improve their livelihoods.
It's a sign that you love us through our government. So through our government, we'll be able to do our best as a district using the already established Ministry of Agriculture in Siavonga. We'll be able to spearhead all these programs. By empowering such communities or cooperatives, you are giving them a hand so that they can also boost their production.
And we are super excited that this day has come finally. The tractors will be handed over to the farmers.
For Zanis, this is Mukeng Shapande reporting from Siavonga in Southern Province.
Now in health news, Mansa General Hospital in Luapula Province is undertaking interventions to prevent and repair obstetric fistulas. The health facility is currently conducting repairs on 45 women with fistula from various parts of the country. Join Betsheba Katebe as she gives us this report.
Continuing its role as one of Zambia's main centers for fistula repair, Mansa General Hospital in Luapula Province, in partnership with the Fistula Foundation, has been conducting free fistula surgeries. Mansa General Hospital Medical Superintendent Dr. Macford Chipili says, with support from the Fistula Foundation, the hospital has been mobilizing women with different fistula conditions for repair.
Mansa General Hospital has been equal to the task with the partnership which we've had with Fistula Foundation, where we've had our gynecologists being trained as fistula surgeons. We are mobilizing these women, set up a camp, they are worked on, they are admitted here for some get to stay there 2 to 3 weeks. They're kept until they recover from the surgery and then discharged, and then they are followed up to make sure that their leak has stopped.
Dr. Roy Dinonde is the fistula surgeon.
We mobilized at least about 40 of them so that we can repair them. Some of them had suffered perineal tears, others had suffered what we call the sacrovaginal fistulas, and some of them actually had very severe fourth-degree tears. And we mobilized about 40 of them, like I've said, and we brought them here at Mansa General Hospital to come and just repair them. And again, this is under the sponsorship of Fistula Foundation in conjunction with Mansa General Hospital. But we've received some from Copperbelt and another from Milenge side. Okay, and all of them I think are coming to about 45. Today we are targeting to work on at least 14 of them, and so far we've done about 6, and so far it's going on very well.
The patients have thanked the hospital management for the gesture.
A total number of 45 fistula patients from various parts of the country are expected to undergo fistula surgery at Mansa General Hospital. And out of the total number, 14 have since had their fistula condition repaired. Betsheba Katebe reporting for Zanis TV in Mansa District, Luapula Province.
And in education, Pemba Acting District Commissioner Bridget Juma has expressed delight with the Keeping Girls in School KGS Symposium that has become a powerful platform for improving academic performance among implementing schools. Ms. Juma made the remarks during the KGS and Beyond Annual Case Management System Academic Symposium in Pemba District. Here are the details by Peggy Coutinho.
The mission of Keeping Girls in School initiative is a clear one: to support girls to remain in school, perform well academically, and build confidence for the future. Pemba District has held the Keeping Girls in School and Beyond Initiative Annual Case Management System Academic Symposium, a space where girls from KGS implementing schools engage with mentors, professionals and former KGS beneficiaries who have successfully progressed through education.
The purpose of holding KGS Academic Symposium is to promote sharing of best practices on enhancing academic excellence among KGS implementing schools so as to contribute to the development of human capital for national development.
Pemba District has sent 45 KGS girls to tertiary institutions. The doors is still open to KGS girls who have completed school.
Former beneficiaries and professional stories offer practical lessons on discipline, goal setting, and the value of staying in school.
Make it from being a KGS beneficiary in secondary school to studying at college, then you can also achieve your dreams. Believe in yourself, work hard, stay in school and never stop dreaming.
For the girls in attendance, the symposium offered inspiration, practical advice, and renewed determination.
Thank you for your support and encouragement. Your role in guiding, motivating, and believing in us is very important.
Peggy Coutinho, Zanis News, Pemba District, Southern Province.
In other news, in Eastern Province, the Electoral Commission of Zambia ECZ has commenced the training of poll staff in Chipangali District ahead of next week's general elections on August 13, 2026. Speaking during the training, Assistant Registration Officer Victoria Banda cautioned the trainees to exercise impartiality and transparency in order to achieve ECZ's objective of delivering a credible election. Here are the details.
With only a week away from the 2026 general elections, slated for the 13th of August 2026, the Electoral Commission of Zambia, ECZ, has begun training post staff personnel in Chipangali District of Eastern Province. About 700 successful applicants are being trained as post staff personnel at St. Margaret's Girls Secondary School in readiness for the polls. Chipangali District Assistant Registration Officer Victoria Banda emphasized the need for all trainees to exercise impartiality and transparency when executing their duties.
So as we are carrying out this training, during the training and after training, let's ensure that we are impartial in all our activities. And from today onwards, let's consider all of us as presiding officers, because at one point to play that role. So as you will be trained, let's ensure that we participate fully. There is no simple topic in the electoral process. All the topics are very important and necessary in the electoral process. So let's ensure that we pay particular attention.
And Assistant Registration Officer for Chipangali West Constituency, Anthony Chupa, highlighted key objectives that need to be followed by the post staff officials.
So we must understand the electoral laws, regulations, and procedures for us to arrive to our main objective. The ability to manage polling stations, because you guys will be at polling stations. So this training should enhance your ability to manage a polling station or polling station and voter queues effectively.
With only days to go, ECZ in Chipangali District is working round the clock to ensure that the district is well prepared for the general elections. Musonda Kalumba, reporting for Zanis, Chipangali District.
Finally, in our news, Shangombo District Electoral Officer Awino Banda has called on trainee polling staff in Shangombo to take the ongoing training sessions seriously. Mr. Banda says the polling officers need to pay particular attention and understand the procedures before being deployed to their respective polling stations. Joseph Lusulo gives us this report.
The Electoral Commission of Zambia, ECZ, has started training polling staff in preparations for the August 13th, 2026 elections. In Shangombo District, District Electoral Officer Abwino Banda visited various training centers to monitor the exercise.
The desire of the Electoral Commission of Zambia is to deliver credible elections. Okay, I want you to mark the word credible. Credible. The word credible in this context means free and fair. We don't want a situation where people start doubting the results. And because of that, the Commission of Zambia does put in place a number of preparatory activities just to reduce the margin of error. Just to make sure that the right materials are in place at the right time. People that are handling these activities are properly trained and they have to do the right thing. What should be on the back of the mind is that we want you to go and do the right thing there so that we deliver credible elections.
Mr. Banda urged trainees to remain focused during the sessions in order to build competence and effectively carry out their duties on polling day.
This training you are undertaking is a very serious training. You miss a point here, you go and do a wrong thing in the field. The consequences can even be as far as going to prison. So, we ask you to concentrate. Please participate.
Joseph Lisuro reporting for Zanis in Shangombo, Western Province.
To end the news, we recap on stories making headlines. Lumezi farmers praise government for timely FRA payments. Implementation of water and sanitation projects elates Chief Kashiba. And ECZ commences training of post staff in Chipangali district. On behalf of my sign language caster John Chulu and the entire Zanis News crew, thank you so much for watching.